3 minutes earlier, Kash Patel had shaken hands with a uniformed soldier. Now, he was sitting across from someone far more dangerous in a different way. Ted Lieu was not a typical politician. Yes, he was a Democratic congressman from California. But long before Congress, he served as a JAG officer in the United States Air Force, a military lawyer. For years, he handled serious cases, war crimes, espionage, interrogations. He questioned people trained to lie under pressure. He studied deception for a living. And in military courtrooms, he learned something most civilian lawyers never fully grasp. Liars follow patterns. They dodge direct answers. They respond to questions with more questions. They bury the truth under extra details while ignoring the core issue. They grow defensive when cornered. Lieu had seen those patterns in terrorists, in double agents, in corrupt officers who believed they were smarter than the system. And now, inside a congressional chamber, he was watching those same patterns play out in real time, from FBI Director Kash Patel. Music. The Epstein files were back on the table. But this hearing was different. Other members of Congress had asked predictable questions. Patel had prepared for that, standard oversight, controlled answers, stay on script. Lieu did something else. He came in from a completely different direction. He struck where Patel wasn't ready. And within minutes, the tone of the entire room changed. Watch closely, because what happened next was not politics, it was interrogation. Lieu didn't begin with Epstein. That's what Patel expected. Instead, he started with basic FBI procedure, calm, measured. Director Patel, can you explain how a standard FBI investigation file moves through the system? Who reviews it first? Who approves escalation? How does the chain of command work? Patel seemed comfortable. This felt routine. Field agents compile files. Significant cases move up the chain. Important files come directly to my desk for personal review. Lieu nodded slowly. Important files come to your desk. You personally review them. Is that correct? Yes, Congressman. There it was, the phrase. Now the trap was set. Director Patel, would you consider the Jeffrey Epstein investigation important? A brief pause, barely noticeable. But Lieu saw it, the hesitation, the tightened jaw. Yes. The Epstein case is important. So the complete Epstein file came to your desk. Correct? The room felt heavier. Some portions did. Lieu didn't blink. You just testified under oath that important files come to your desk. You confirmed Epstein is important. So did the file come to your desk? Yes or no? Patel shifted. I received summaries. Summaries? Lieu repeated. The FBI director reads summaries of the largest child sex trafficking case in American history? Not full files. Not full testimony. Summaries? The contradiction was now on record. Stage 1 was complete. Then Lieu moved to Stage 2. Director Patel, on January 15, 2025, the FBI conducted an internal review of the Epstein files. Correct? I don't recall exact dates. Let me help. On January 15, your office assessed the files and identified 47 individuals categorized as high-profile names. Is that accurate? The number landed like a bomb. For the first time publicly. Cameras zoomed in. That report is classified, Patel said. Does it exist? Lieu pressed. After a pause, a draft report was compiled. Lieu lifted a document. According to this draft, 47 high-profile names, 12 politicians, 8 business executives, 6 media figures. The rest include academics, lawyers, lobbyists, and foreign nationals. He held it up for everyone to see. Director Patel, your own agency documented 47 high-profile names. Yet you've repeatedly told Congress you found nothing of substance. How does 47 names become nothing? Patel moved into defense mode. That was a preliminary draft. It wasn't finalized. How many names are in the final report? Silence. It would not be appropriate to disclose that publicly. Lieu leaned back. Notice what he didn't say. He didn't say there's no number. He said it's inappropriate. There is a number. Then came stage 3. Director, how many agents were assigned to investigate these files? A specialized team, around 10, maybe 11. 10? Lieu paused. Do you know how many FBI agents investigated 9/11? Over 7,000. The Oklahoma City bombing? Over 900. And you assigned 10 agents to what you call the largest child trafficking case in history? The comparison was crushing. It's about quality, not quantity, Patel replied. But you only read summaries, Lieu answered. Silence again. What did your 10-person team find? You said there's no client list. We couldn't locate a client list meeting prosecutorial standards. That's not the same as saying there are no clients. Are names mentioned in the files? Yes or no? Various names are mentioned in different contexts. There it is, Lieu said. Names are mentioned. Then the question that froze the room. Director Patel, are you running the FBI, or a cover-up? No answer. Lieu shifted direction once more. Let's talk about Jeffrey Epstein's death. The FBI ruled it a suicide. Correct? The official finding supports that conclusion. Official finding, Lieu repeated. He cited Dr. Michael Baden, former chief medical examiner, over 20,000 autopsies. Dr. Baden stated the neck fractures were more consistent with homicidal strangulation than suicide. Multiple fractures of the hide bone and thyroid cartilage. Were those findings evaluated? They were reviewed. So cameras failed. Guards fell asleep. No usable footage. And medical evidence raised serious questions. Do you consider that coincidence? The investigation followed standard protocols. Standard, Lieu echoed. Then came the final question. Yes or no? Will every Epstein file, every document, every photo, every video, be released to the public one day? The chamber held its breath. Some materials will never be shared with the public. Silence. Never, Lieu said slowly. Not in 10 years. Not in 50 years. Never. He stood. More than 250 children were abused. 250 families destroyed. And you're saying the American people will never know the full truth? He looked directly at Patel. Is that justice? His voice carried the weight of 20 years in military prosecution. The pattern of deception is clear, the same evasions, the same word games. Then the warning. History will judge you. And those more than 250 victims will judge you too. The truth always comes out. By the end of the hearing, everything had changed. He said important files come to my desk. Epstein was important. Yet he read summaries. 47 names, 12 politicians, 8 executives, 6 media figures. Only 10 agents investigated. Names are mentioned. Some materials will never be released. One phrase exposed everything. Important files come to my desk. In military interrogations, liars follow patterns. Ted Lieu knows every one of them.